So I'm just now making a presentation I need to make for tomorrow's class. I need to present this tomorrow and I'm just making it right now. It's about 11 p.m. And the whole reason this even happened was because I was supposed to make it by around 8:30 p.m. However, I ended up watching YouTube. I ended up watching a ton of YouTube, all the way from 8 p.m. to about 10:30 p.m. All I was doing was just watching YouTube, scrolling through YouTube, watching random videos, pointless content that just I wasn't supposed to watch. I didn't need to watch. And this is what happens when you don't follow your habits. This is what happens when you don't follow systems. You end up doing things like this. And to explain how this is not following a system, I have the system in my life of plan tomorrow today. So every single night before I go to sleep, I plan out tomorrow. I write down my 3 to 5 most important tasks I need to get done to achieve my goals. Inshallah, by the will of Allah. I write down any other tasks I have, chores and stuff like that. And then I write down my schedule for tomorrow. So every single thing I'm gonna do by the hour, I write that down. And I didn't do that last night because last night I was so tired. Literally, I'm tired right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very tired right now. All I want to do is just sleep. Anyways, last night I was lying in bed and I was reading the Quran on my phone, and I fell asleep while reading it. I don't know what happened. I just was so tired. I was like, I fell asleep. And because of that, I did not plan my day like I was supposed to, because I usually do that before I go to bed. So when I woke up, I was like, I'll do it in a bit. I'll do it in a bit. And that I'll do it in a bit turned into, oh yeah, I'm going to do it in the afternoon. That afternoon turned into the evening. And by that point, I was like, there is no point in planning my day because it's already gone. So because of that, I had no structure. And because of having no structure, I ended up just going back to the old habits that I had. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it happened. Because it's very different when you write it out, when you're like, oh yeah, I need to get this done, this done, this done, this done, this done. When you have that structure, when you have that system, that's when you are more likely to stick to it because it's visible, right? But when because I still had an idea of, oh yeah, I need to get this done, this done, this done in my head today, but because it wasn't out there, in front of me, I just did not stick to it because I would easily forget it. It was easy to indulge in instant gratification when there was nothing that was holding me, anchoring me into delayed gratification. And because of that, I'm gonna suffer now. It's about 11:15, 11:20 p.m. and I'm probably gonna go to sleep by 12:30 to 1 a.m. And I'm gonna have to wake up by 6:05 a.m. because Fajr is at about 6:25, so I need to wake up by 6:05. That means I'm gonna get maximum about 5 hours of sleep. And I'm tired as heck right now. 5 hours of sleep. I know tomorrow is going to suck. I already have an idea that tomorrow is going to suck. By the way, this has been happening for the past 2 years. I have been extremely sleep deprived the past 2 years simply because of my habits. Simply because I have not stuck to a routine. Simply because I have not stuck to the systems I need to stick to. I have been extremely sleep deprived because of this exact reason. I would do stupid things like this, stupid things like scrolling on my phone late at night. And because of that, I would never ever sleep on time. And because I wouldn't ever sleep on time, but I still had to wake up early because I had to, go to school or go to university, I would be sleep deprived. Sometimes my classes are later in the day, but, twice a week, I do have to wake up early. I do have to stay up after Fajr. I have to leave by 7:30. So I don't really sleep after Fajr on those days. And now I will be sleep deprived tomorrow simply because of my habits, my lack of commitment to my structure and my system. This is what happens when you don't follow systems. This is why systems are so necessary. Every single time you tell yourself, I'm going to come home from work and then I'm going to go to the gym, then I'm going to go seek knowledge, then I'm going to go read Quran, then I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to eat all healthy meals. I won't binge eat. I won't eat out, whatever. I'm going to commit to my goals. But then every single time you do the opposite of that, you come home and you watch the new season of Stranger Things that's out. You get DoorDash because, again, you're watching Netflix, so might as well just get DoorDash. And you end up not doing what you said you were going to do. You do the opposite of what you said you were going to do. When we do that, right, we are training ourselves to not follow through with the things that we say. That's why you don't have belief that, oh yeah, this new business is actually possible. Oh yeah, I can actually get fit. Inshallah, by the will of Allah, after His help, I can actually take the means to, get fit, to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds in the next few months. I can do that, That belief diminishes because for so long, all you've done is the opposite of what you said you were going to do. You might be 25, 30, 35 years old watching this, and you've done this for pretty much your whole existence. So it's not going to be easy to correct this. You are going to fall just like I am falling right now. You will fall. I literally can't keep my eyes open, bro, but I still need to get this stuff done, bro. And I hate it, right? I hate it, but I need to get this done, bro. Sometimes a man's gotta do what he's gotta do. And the point is, the whole reason this even happened in the first place was because I did not stick to my structure. I did not stick to my systems. I can't emphasize this enough. Sticking to your systems, sticking to your habits. That's why, people talk about, oh yeah, getting in shape, losing weight, whatever. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to a bunch of habits you choose to do every single day for a whole year, 2 years. Eventually you get the result. That's really what it is, Building, for example, a business It comes down to doing certain things every single day for a crazy amount of time. That's what it comes down to. Creating content on the internet. Posting, for example, 1, 2, 3 YouTubers a week. And just doing that for as long as you can. And following the system that allows you to do so. Because if you don't, then you're not going to make the video. That's how this game applies to everything. You just follow a system and you tweak it and you make it better as time goes on, as you get more feedback, and you just do that again and again and again for literally any game in your life. If you want to memorize the Quran, for example, then just the system of, half a page a day, for example. Or 1 page a day. Or I think most of you watching this probably have jobs or working. So maybe for you, it might be 1 line a day. You do that every single day. You follow the system. That, okay, before I go to work, I am going to, memorize this 1 line. Or I'm going to memorize this 1 line on my way to work. You stick to that system. But the moment you deviate from that system, the moment you don't stick to that system, that is when you will fall. That is when your demise is inevitable. Because you are not sticking to the very simple thing that will allow you to take the means. Really, everything truly comes down to just asking Allah for help and just taking the necessary steps through following your systems and following the habits that you have. That's why I think habits trump everything, bro. Habits truly trump everything. Mindset, habits. And then if you were to talk about the quality of life, mindset, habits, fitness, and faith. Those 4 things, honestly. Just anyway, I'm gonna get to work, bro. It's like 11:25 almost. I'm tired as heck. Ugh, but I need to get this done. Anyway, I hope that you took some value out of this video. Again, remember, the goal is simply to do the habits. The goal is to follow the system. As long as you are following the system, eventually, inshallah, as time goes by, you will eventually, inshallah, get the result. I'll catch you in the next one, inshallah. Peace.